Alright, what up y'all? Back to cooking again today. So, making street tacos. Now this meat here is beef chuck roast. This is the meat that they use to make street tacos. So, as you see, I have it kind of, instead of it being one whole piece, I had it butterflied. Because basically you're going to cook this on a grill or griddle like a steak. As you see, there's a lot of different fats inside here. So a lot of this stuff in here is very gristly, you know, so you want to make sure you kind of cut around a lot of this to weed a lot of that gristly pieces out of here. There's also a lot of membrane pieces in here too, which you can see right up in here. You want to make sure you trim all of this stuff off of your meat because you want to take like that hardness, gristly pieces out of here when you're basically trimming this off. So I'm gonna go ahead and trim it up. I'll show you what it looks like here in a second. Okay, so just to kind of show a little bit about what I was mentioning. This is all this stuff right here. All this. That. Some of the fatty stuff. You know, all of this stuff. You gotta take this all off of it. It's hard, it's gristly in some areas. You can feel it where you can feel like the dents in the meat. So here's kind of like what a piece looks like. See, all the fat stuff is all trimmed off of it all the way around. And a lot of this stuff right here, that thin pieces are, a lot of this is all gone. You know, so I try to trim a lot of that stuff out. And now you can feel it inside of here. That's just good fat on the inside of that meat. That's not that gristly hard stuff. You can see that a lot of like this stuff is trimmed off as best as possible. So like, look at this piece right here. You see it's all nice and clean. A little bit of fat on here, and you can feel it with your fingers and tell that it's fat and not gristle. Here's the seasoning I use that I put in with the meat. So I basically put all the meat in a bag. Got the seasoning right here. So I'll put this in here, pour it in. So we can do that here real quick. Alright, pour the seasoning right into the bag. And you'll just basically knead the seasoning and everything right into the meat real good. Make sure it coats every bit of it really nice. Alright, so now we get out here to the griddle. I got my searing burner on my griddle all the way up. Got that sucker nice and hot. I've been letting it sit here for probably like the past 15 minutes or so to let it heat up really good, 15-20 minutes. Especially because there's snow outside and it's cold. Hit it with a good amount of oil. Let it heat up real well. Just brush the oil around here a little bit. Make sure it's covered real good. Alright. Got the meat right here. Put it on. Alright. Put it out here a little bit. Alright, got your meat on there cooking real nice. I think I got a couple shrimp here too. Let's go find some shrimp and put them suckers on here. Alright, let's see how this is looking. Let's go ahead and get these suckers flipped over now. Yeah. Sorry that it's dark out, but I'll cook the meat however you guys like it. Definitely don't overcook it, but yeah, looking pretty nice, isn't it? Hell yeah. Nice sear on that sucker. That's why we got out on the searing side. Alright, whatever you do when you cook these, do not cover them. This thing right here, where people put it over on a griddle, do not cover them up. It will cook it too fast and it will not be good on the inside. And it ruins the whole sear on it. So, my advice, don't cover them up. I ruined $50 steaks doing that, like a dummy. So, I learned and I'm passing it along to you so you learn. Alright, so there we go. Cook it on that side. And I did end up finding some shrimp. So let's put them suckers on here. So for the shrimp, yeah, I use uncooked shrimp. They're already veined, already deshelled, but of course they're uncooked. So for these, that's where this comes in. So what we're gonna do, got my water, hit it on here real good, get it steaming up real nice underneath it. Get a good steam, cover them suckers up. Shrimp only take a couple minutes to cook, so we'll be back here in a minute as this kind of finishes up. The shrimp are pinking up, so those are almost done. Meat's almost done. I'm gonna go in there and cut up some onions and some cilantro, so let's get to it. Alright, so now we're cutting up sweet onion, fresh cilantro. Chop, chop. Alright, got my onions all chopped up. Cilantro all nice and chopped up real tiny. Should be good to go here. Deep frying the shells. It's the best way to eat them. So, not long. Couple seconds on each side. In, out, out, all done. You can quickly make them hard by deep frying them. It's brief, in, out, heat them up real nice. That's literally all you gotta do. Alright, so meat's all done. Shrimp are all done. Well, I did put some garlic parmesan seasoning on the shrimp. Meat's all done. Now we gotta go ahead and chop it up really nice and thin. Bring it back in a second, kind of see how this looks kind of chopped up. Alright, just kind of show real quick, you know, how big I'm about cutting these pieces up. I want them really small, you know, small pieces. I mean, we are putting it on tacos, so it's got to be pretty small and kind of thinned up. So, this is the part that takes literally forever, is chopping it all up so small. So, be back here in a second. Alright, y'all, this is the end result right here. Shrimp tacos, steak tacos. Hope y'all enjoy.